the roles have changed between men and women throughout the years.
Yeah.
Back in the days, we used to have these men that went out and worked, and the women kind of took care of the household. Now we have the women that are going home and bringing home the bacon and have to come home and cook it afterwards and all that extra stuff. And then also, we're going to talk about, what do we say, double standards. How men can do certain things women can't, and women can't do certain things that men can do. So we have my god brother here, Bryan. Y'all might know him as B1. And he's going to be coming in as from a male's point of view. What's up, Jamal? And I'm going to be talking from the ladies and let people tell me I'm the president of the male hater club, which I'm really not. I love my, don't take it as that, because I really am not that type of person. But when I see something ain't right, I'm gonna say something about it. What you say, George? Stop the lies. These women don't cook. Oh,
George is getting right on here with the bull.
He said these women don't cook. All right, so this is my question now. Like, I want to start. I don't know if we should start with the role reversal, or if we should start with the double standards.
You can start.
I feel like the role reversal.
You can start wherever you want to start at. I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say about both of them.
Okay, so let's start with role reversal, because to me, I feel like it's a lot of women wondering right now, like, where is the man at that we had back in the days? Like, back in the days, these dudes used to be taking us out, paying for everything, doing everything. Nowadays, we the ones have to go out, do the work, and try to. Then you find more men like trying to gold dig us, women, than back in the days. The women were gold digging on the men, but now the men is gold digging on the women.
Now, okay, so you keep saying back in the day, that's where I think that's where it started back in the day. The roles were reversed, but it wasn't a voluntary reversal. You got to understand that a lot of stuff was implemented, and on top of that, you got to understand that the roles are really only reversed in the black relationships. White women and other women of other nationalities, they husbands take care of them, and they have their role. It only got reversed in the.
So what's the problem in the black community, though? What's the problem with the black community?
The problem what happened with the black community is the government got involved, and what they did was they systematically made the black man unavailable, not needed. They gave you guys welfare, but when they gave y'all welfare, they was putting us in jail, and they was putting us on child support. So they was taking us away. So that made black women have to be strong. That made black women had to raise their kids. They had to do it. So it wasn't a choice. It was a force. That was forced.
Listen, Yakin Ford, she said women betray that they don't need a man for nothing vibe. And Jamal said y'all need to watch Live at the Barbershop too, which is another podcast I'm on. So y'all make sure y'all go follow that on Facebook. So what do you think about that, with the women feeling like they don't need a man for nothing right now? Like, do you feel like that's causing
I think that's a part of what was implemented by the government on the black family, because I've never heard a white woman, Chinese woman say I can do bad all by myself. I've never heard one say that ever in my whole life.
Because that's a black person's that's
not a model. That's not a model though. That's something that black women are practicing. So it's not a model. That means black women have failed for the okie doke.
But why do you think they're practicing that? They're practicing that because of the fact that they have men that's with them. Sometimes, listen, you can have somebody in a relationship with you and they're not doing their part and you're doing everything. So at the end of the day, like, that's where that model comes from. I can do bad by myself. Like, why go out there and keep doing a bunch of extra when you have a partner, but your partner is just not contributing in any type of way?
Okay, now check this out. You say your partner contributing. If you going out doing all kind of extra stuff, but your partner at the house taking care of the home, taking care of the kids, doing all that, then it's wearing itself out. See, if you in a relationship, it's a partnership too. It's a business ship. Like it's a business partnership. Y'all in business together. Y'all trying to be the best that two people can be together. So if the female can do this better than the male, hey man, the male need to step aside and let her do it, and vice versa.
So men don't feel no type of way, because I be hearing, like, even when it goes back to that double standard, which we're gonna get on soon, but a man feels like a female shouldn't be doing certain things. Like I go to the gas station and I see women like pumping their gas while they man is sitting in the car. It's just a lot of stuff. I see them taking out garbage stuff.
Now that kind of stuff like that right there, Keisha. That stuff like that right there that's just manners. That ain't got nothing to do with a man. That's just manners. Like my mom gave me manners, so I'm not gonna. She taught me how to treat a woman, so I'm not gonna have my woman. I'm not gonna be sitting in the truck and my woman is pumping the gas. She ain't even got to really go to the gas station. I don't really want her at the gas station. People be hitting on you women at the gas station. So
listen, it's like chivalry is dead. Like chivalry, that's what they say. Like when men open the door for you and certain stuff like that. Like I've seen dudes walk in the door and let the door close in their woman's face, and they walk away in the front and the woman way in the back. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That goes to manners, and it also goes to what that woman will accept. I mean, if you listen, men, we're not the smartest people in the world now. You got.
Thank you.
We need women to guide us to be great. You know what I'm saying? We need a woman to guide us. So if he not opening up the door for you, you need to just tell him. And 9 times out of 10, if he like you or love you or whatever, he gonna open every door up from now on out. But you need to tell him. See, ain't no communication.
But why should we have to tell men how to be a man? I think that's the problem.
Listen,
like,
let me tell you something. The same reason that men have to tell women how to be a woman. The same reason. So if you got to tell me.
But what do you mean by that? Like, how do men tell women how to be a woman? Like,
men tell. This is something that a man will do, that all men do, and women take it the wrong way. Hey, you going outside with them tight pants on like that right there? Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's us trying to tell you, hey.
Tell them thank you.
Hey, that's us trying to tell you, don't go out there with your goods on display. They mine. Keep them where I can, you know what I'm saying? That's all that is. But see, black women got.
But listen, let me tell you. Hold up. We had a conversation about this last night on the other podcast as well. But what is the problem if a woman walks around how they're comfortable? Some women might not like to wear a lot of clothes. Like it was a woman on there who said she liked to walk around naked. But like at the end of the day, yes, you have to do certain things at certain times. But if it's something that a woman or even a man is comfortable going out there dressed a certain way, what is the problem? Like if that's not comfortable walking around, everybody's gonna be comfortable walking around.
Okay, now you see how. Okay, now you said I understand where you. I see where you coming from. You said like, if I feel comfortable like that, what is the problem? Okay, I'm going to tell you what the problem is. At the beginning of this, you stated that we didn't see any chivalry or anything like the old days. You know why? That's another reason you don't see anything like the old days, because the women are not like the old women. Y'all bucking, y'all doing your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, you might get by yourself, be like, I really love them. But when y'all out in public, y'all bucking, y'all doing all kind of stuff, man. And so that makes a man, that just puts a man in another state of mind when it comes to him dealing with you. See, you got the trick. But I'm going to tell you the trick. The trick to men is y'all have to trick us into doing what we need to do. Like
I'm busy right now.
Like back in the day, like, you know, a woman would, if a man came home from work or something and she wanted him to do something, she'll have his favorite meal cooked for him and spice him right on up.
Oh yeah, it goes back to what George just said. Women don't cook. Like, is that true? I mean, I cook. I don't cook every single day, but I mean, at the end of the day, but I work, so it's a different situation.
That don't mean that.
I feel like in the household. It does mean
No,
something.
it
If I'm
don't.
working and taking care of the children and doing all that other stuff, what do you mean? Like, I can't come home and cook and do that. Like, somebody else got to be able
Okay.
to say,
Hey, to tell this out, mommy worked and cooked for 6 people every day.
yeah, but not, no, it wasn't every day. It wasn't
Don't
every
do
day.
it like
So
that.
stop.
So what we ate?
Listen, I'm just being honest because at the end of the day, like when you work and you do a bunch of other stuff, you have to go pick up the kids, you have to drop them off. Like women don't have time to do everything every single day.
So what
And
happened?
I feel like, okay, if my man is doing a little less than I am, or they have like a little bit more flexibility, they should be able to pick up the slack. Like, why do men feel like they don't have to cook, they don't have to clean, they don't have to do nothing, even if their job is a little bit more flexible and they're home a little bit more than the woman is?
I don't think most men will do that. I think they'll pick up the slack. It's just that the men that's not in no commit. See, you got different type of relationships. You got people that's in
Dream
relationships.
said his mother cooks 7 days a week. No,
Hey, my
I'm
mama
saying,
did.
but okay, your mother could cook 7 days a week, but that doesn't mean that the man couldn't cook sometimes if the mom, like, I mean, it's just taking the weight off of one person's shoulder all the time. Like, how could you have a partnership and at the end of the day, like, you just carrying all the weight of the relationship and doing everything all the time?
Well, you know what? That I understand where you're coming from with that. I mean, I understand that totally. But the men that's in my age group and in your age group, you got to understand they came from moms. Most of them came from broken homes too. Moms that cook every day. So you're gonna find yourself being compared to their mother a lot because that's what they know.
Listen, do you feel that women are stronger than men? Be honest.
Women,
Oh, yeah.
women,
You
y'all definitely
lied.
stronger than us. Y'all have babies. Period.
So why do they feel that women can't do the same thing as men can do if women are stronger, like probably not physically, but like mentally? We handle a lot more stuff than men can handle any time of day.
Because that they don't want to put. Listen, just what you just said. Mentally, women are emotional creatures. I think every woman on this thing will agree with me. Y'all emotional. So
Hold on, she said mommy bills weren't as high back then either, and she didn't have as many responsibilities or the strain. So yeah, they say mothers back in the days did certain things because they didn't have to pay as much and do as much as they have to do nowadays.
right,
Back in the days, the husband, boyfriend, whoever, the man went out and he brought back the money, and the woman was able to handle the household.
oh,
But nowadays, if women are like bringing in just as much as the man, I don't see what the problem is. Why they can't split the responsibilities in the household?
okay, check this out. I think that just like they said back in the day, you said the man brought the money home and the woman took care of the house. Okay, guess what? Ain't no household right now where one person can take care of it. It takes two to live comfortably. It takes two. I don't care what nobody say. If somebody do tell you, a female do say she's doing this and doing that, it's really not like that. She planning her trips months ahead of time and paying them month to month to month. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Whereas you got a family and you can be like, hey babe, let's go to such and such next week. Boom, you can just go because y'all splitting everything down the middle. Back then,
But
you
listen,
didn't.
that's cash wise. That's cash wise. Okay, if you in the household, you paying. Okay, do you feel that a woman, y'all should split the bills in the house, or do you feel that the man should take care of the bills in the house? Like, what is your thoughts about that? Like, we've had a lot of deep conversations and stuff, but I never really asked you
I think that two
what you
people
thought
should.
about it.
I think two people should get together and live the best way that works for them. Because if you try to make one person do, it don't work like that. So if y'all working together cohesively, it works out better like that. Like I find myself going to the grocery store all the time. I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it. If she gonna
Yeah,
pay the light bill and the water bill, I go to the grocery store once a week, twice a week. It don't matter. You know,
yeah.
that's how.
But I'm saying
No, I don't feel no
you
type
don't
of
feel
way.
any type of way.
No, no, I don't feel no type of way because we working together. We got a common goal, and that's for us to be successful and happy and peaceful. if we both of us going towards that goal, I ain't gonna feel no kind of way about nothing that's done.
Yeah, Raquel said her husband pays the mortgage and she pays the utilities, and it works out fine. Guys, listen, y'all put a lot of comments, and I didn't have enough time to address everything. So whatever we don't now, we'll address back
Sarah,
into the.
I see Sarah Lee. Who is that? She said not true. What is she talking about?
What's not true?
I see Sarah.
Falcon Ford said she thinks 50-50.
She
said what's not true?
She's not answering.
Back your face out the camera.
She's not answering.
Huh? Sarah, we trying to figure out what you said is not true. Because we probably missed it. Like, it's so many comments coming in right now. We didn't get a chance. She said we take care of our car payments and insurance individually. I mean, I personally believe in 50-50 because I feel like sometimes it's hard for one person to take on all the weight of the relationship. But I don't believe in somebody putting in 100%, like even especially when it's a woman. I don't believe in that neither. And then the man kind of feeling like I don't believe that at all.
I don't believe in that neither. I don't.
Because there's some men, they won't do nothing, and then they feel like, okay, a woman is supposed to do certain things in the house, in the household or whatever. So they feel like, okay, the woman got to go to work and do this, and they come home and still take care of the household. I don't believe in that. But if we're doing 50-50, and yeah, sometimes I might have to take care of a little bit more than you. Sometimes you might have to take care of a little bit more than me, but we helping each other. Like it's a partnership, we working together. I just feel like it's like you're carrying a weight on your shoulder of just everything. If somebody comes and takes at least half of the bricks off of your back, it makes it a little bit easier for you to walk and get, where you're trying to go.
Right.
So sometimes it's not always financially, but at the end of the day, I just feel like people should, help out in some type of way. Period. Like even in friendships and everything, if you have a friend living with you and you just paying the bills or whatever, at least when I come home, make sure the house is clean, cook the dinner, just do something else. So when I come home, I don't have to come home and, have to do a bunch of extra stuff on top of everything else.
I'm like that. I do that kind of stuff. I moved up here, Keisha. I ain't got no job. So I wash clothes, keep the kids, cook every now and then, barbecue a lot. I mean, that's how I pick up the slack. I pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do that because if you don't, the other person gonna become overwhelmed. Y'all gonna be arguing because they overwhelmed, they're frustrated, and so you have to do that kind of stuff for your mate. You have to pick up the slack for your mate. You have to. That's your job.
And it's different though. Like you said, you just moved somewhere differently. So, now that you're in a different area, sometimes it's not as easy to get a job in certain things. And we touched on this before about how people do stuff because of their family and their friends. So sometimes it's not the person that has a problem with it. It's their family and their friends that have a problem with it. And they looking like, okay, well, why is he there? And he's just not doing this and he's not doing that or whatever the situation is. But like you said, if it works for you guys, and at the end of the day, every little bit that you may do or contribution is still a contribution into it. I've seen men that just come and don't want to do nothing. Now, to me, that's a problem. If they coming in and they are trying to be there, and especially when it comes to kids, because people don't realize children are like a full-time job. Even when you have to pay somebody to babysit and come in and do the same stuff, it's going to cost you a lot of money just because kids are like a job. So if you're a stay-at-home dad, I just feel like a stay-at-home mom and dad, period. Like, that's just as much as working a job because kids take a lot. They take a lot out of you. What is that? What's up, Trista? Listen, guys, we see all of you guys. Carrie, we see all of you guys. Sometimes it's just hard to, read all of the comments.
Oh, I see that. I see what Carrie talking. He said men deal with the outside and women deal with the inside. Okay, if it's set up like that and both of y'all happy, then that's cool. But these days, most of the time, especially if y'all got kids, it's gonna be a joint venture because you got to deal with your kids, you got to deal with your job, then you got to deal with your social life because you have to have one. So it's a different dynamic. But if that dynamic works in your household, then that's exactly how it's supposed to be. But these days it doesn't feel like that. So I think that you have to, you have to change with the times. But when you change it, make sure that change is for the best for both of you, and it'll work.
So the role reversals, though, like honestly, they're not a problem. Like some men, I noticed there's some men that are like very, very like they don't want a woman doing certain things. Like, do you believe in women paying like on a date when they go out with you and
No,
certain things, or
no,
you
she's
feel
not
like
paying for nothing.
things?
If I go somewhere with my woman, she's not paying for nothing. I'm paying for everything.
Okay, but what if you don't have the money to pay for everything at the moment? Are you still okay with letting the woman,
Yeah, she gonna
handle that
yeah,
time?
yeah, she gonna pay for it. I'm comfortable with it because she know if I'm in a situation to pay for it, that I will. So I ain't got no problem with her doing that.
John said he's in the DM. We talking about what happened last night. Y'all have to tune in to the live at the barbershop. And Bryan, you need to come on our live at the barbershop talk too, because we see you got a lot of good stuff to say.
Yeah.
Junior said these ladies not doing nothing outside besides going to the beach and getting in the car. What?
Yeah. Hey, listen, let me tell you something about that.
Raquel said I do something
Keisha,
sometimes because I want to treat my husband.
Hey, let me tell you something
and
about
bathroom
that.
Selfies. Troy said bathroom selfies. Listen, they selling the females out on here right now.
Hold on.
They said we just
it's
take
not.
selfies and
It's
y'all tripping.
listen.
Women
It's
do
not.
a lot
Hold
more
on. That's what men are seeing, and like women don't think that we have feelings. Women don't think. Y'all don't think that we have feelings to the point where we think about certain things. Like we want the best for our woman. Well, I don't care about what no other woman doing, but my woman, I want the best. Meaning, I want the best everything. If somebody say something about her, I want them to say the best thing about her. If somebody look at her, I want them to say she's beautiful. I want the best for my woman. So what we're seeing now is we seeing all these girls. My number one thing is these girls that be fighting. That is so disgusting to me. Putting y'all hands on each other.
I'm not into the fight.
I don't like that. That's that. I don't think women should do that.
Videos. Yeah.
So it's just that we be looking.
Like I get too cute to come out there fighting sometimes. Like I don't
Right. That's what
if
I want.
I have to do it, I'm gonna do it. But I don't be want to get all cute and everything and be getting out there fighting and all that and twerking videos. And,
Yeah, I ain't with all that. All that ain't. That's for the birds, man. Like, come on, man. But you know, if you're in a relationship, none of that shouldn't be going on anyway, unless y'all doing it together. Unless y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Raquel said, not all men think like you, which is true.
Okay, hold on,
because
Raquel.
You're gonna say one thing, but
hold on, Keisha, hold on. Let me tell this, Raquel. It took me a long time to start to think like this because I was such a negative man. I did a lot of stuff to women that, you know what I'm saying, I feel bad about it. Like I still feel like I owe women for stuff that I did to them back in the day. Other women, not even mine. So it took a lot for me to get to this point right here. And I still slip up every now and then, but it took a lot for me to get to this point.
Is this a public apology right now? Is this a public apology for the old you?
Oh no, everybody that I need, I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody that I needed to apologize to, I done told them sorry already. That's off my shoulders. I'm just saying,
She said that's growth.
Yeah, it just took a while. So if you're dealing with a man and you think he has potential, don't just be like, I could be bad all by myself and leave him. Sometimes you got to go through that bad spurt with that man because eventually, if you loving him the right way, he's gonna become the man that you want him to be. But you got to go through it. You know, I've been married before.
No, I don't believe that you have to go through it to like get to that point. I just feel like a man is gonna be right for the woman that he want to be right for.
Yeah, Junior was trying to be right for you. How many years ago?
No.
Yeah,
listen,
and
Junior's on here right now.
It just works when it works.
Trying to be right for me now. No, Junior's trying to be right for me now. He's been doing a great job, so I do commend him for that.
Hold on. Now, he's always been there. He never went nowhere.
He has always been there.
Okay, so.
But listen, no, I've been there for him as well. So don't try to turn this on the Junior Keisha situation. Like, I've been there for him just as much as he's been there for me. We work together, and look. He said it's facts, but Junior, you've been there.
I know.
I've been there for you as well. So don't go there. Huh?
It'd be different
Carrie said he's down with Bryan saying, I think dudes need to stay out Victoria's Secret stores and females need to know if you're looking for a king that allows him to lead the kingdom.
Right.
Facts.
I like that. That's facts, bro.
Joy says, see, women don't know what they want. I mean, I don't feel that it's that women don't know what they want, but sometimes if a man is confusing them, it's kind of hard for them to know what they want with that man. You get with a man that sometimes don't know what they want, and they can confuse things. Like a man is supposed to lead the household, but if they confused, how are they supposed to tell you how to not be confused? Like, yeah. I feel like every man does not need to lead the household. Like you said earlier, if a woman is better at doing a certain thing, let that woman take over that position. And if a man would just stop and let women be, do what they need to do, then things might go a little further. But then you get these men that still have this ego and they feel like, okay, I want to be the man, but you can't be the man in every situation. Like sometimes it's okay to let your woman take the lead.
You're right. Sometimes you just got to let them do it. Let them do it. They got it. See, our job is being the king. A king. See, you got people have king misconstrued. A king have a lot of people that work up under him, and he let them do their job. That's how he become the best king that he can be. So if you're gonna be a king, you gotta let your woman do what she can do. If she better than you at, say she better than you than paying the bills, you need to come home and give her all your money.
He said, hey, oh yeah, that's right. Let the woman take all your money.
Because she's gonna take care of the bills. No, I'm just saying she's gonna take care of the bills. So she better than you at that. So you let her be great at that. That's how you get ahead. Okay, I know how to cut the grass better than her. She gonna let me cut that grass. You just gotta let a person be.
Joy said it's too many women trying to mold their man into their dream spouse but have no contractor's license. Hold up. Sometimes what you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
He said women trying to.
No, Georgie. Hey, Georgie. No, Keisha, Georgie. No, Georgie. It ain't what you see, what you get. Because certain women, see, let me tell you something. Certain women have your body and your mind and spirit in a different place. Sometimes you get with a woman and y'all go to the top, straight to the top. And sometimes you could be at the top and get with a woman and she take you straight down. So it ain't you get what you see is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to work. You got to, anything that you want, you got to work for it, period. So if you want a relationship, if you want a positive, great relationship, you got to work for it. You got to work for it.
I believe that. I definitely believe that. But listen now. So we've been talking about the gender role reverse, but we didn't get into the double standards with men and women and why men feel like they can do certain things that women can do and women can do certain things that men can do. Now, the last show that we had a conversation about how society makes men feel like they can't be a certain way with their woman without being soft or feeling like they just a certain type of way. And I don't like that because I don't feel like a lot of men are loving to their women because they're so afraid of what society will feel. Like a man could be a certain way with their women and turning down other women, and then these people will make them feel like they a certain way for doing that when that's the right thing to do.
Man.
And I don't know if that happens in every society, which I don't think it happens in every culture, but I definitely know in the Black culture, like they feel like a man is just not a man if they're not a certain way. And they make people have to be a certain way or treat people a different way just to feel like they're being manly in this situation.
Okay. The first thing I want to say about that is that's the only thing that society manipulates. What? What happened?
No, I said he was breaking up a little.
Oh, I'm just saying.
You froze up a little bit, but I can hear you.
Yeah, society, that only affects children. Meaning you got a child mind if you let society influence you. Because if you love a woman and you doing things that make her happy, and then you see somebody saying something that you shouldn't be doing and you stop doing it, you don't really love her. Like nobody can make you not love a person. No, you don't really love them.
No,
that's
you
why women go through stuff.
People are so
That's why women go through stuff with men, because they love you. See, when a woman loves a man, she loves him. And other people on the outside be like, why is she going through all that? She loves him. That's what love do. You see what I'm saying? So,
but yeah, but this is the thing, right? You get with a, especially I see this a lot in men. I don't see it as much with women, but say a man would get with another, like they have their homeboys and stuff all in their head and telling them, okay, well, this person ain't this and they ain't that, or whatever the situation is. They ain't this and they ain't that to you, but to me, you know what I'm saying, they're a different way. But then you'll see a man kind of treating a woman a different way and going out and trying to hang out to impress this other man instead of trying to impress their woman that's at home.
Them boys. That's what I'm talking about.
I see that a lot. Like a man will try to like show out for their homeboy or whatever, like real quick, instead of like trying to be there for their woman, the woman that's gonna be there for them at the end of the day when this homeboy is out doing whatever they want to do across them in some type of way. But then they'll end up losing what they have trying to impress their homeboy.
Yeah, them boys. They're not men. See, men get together. See, this is what women don't know about us. When real men get together, we're not talking about no bull, cheating, and all that. There, if you with a group of men, they're talking about relationship stuff. Like I was with some dudes last night, and all of them married. All they was talking to me was about, why you not married yet? You see what I'm saying? So I mean, it's not.
So
it's
do you feel
boys
that
only let that happen.
But listen though, do you think that married men should hang out with just married men and married women should just hang with married women, or do you feel like it could be? It just depends on that person and
no. Anybody can hang.
No.
Anybody can hang with anybody. It's just that when a married person is out with a single person, that single person needs to respect that married person's marriage. Yeah. You're not respecting neither person. You just respect that. You have to respect their marriage. So, you know, that ain't no problem with doing that. I ain't got no problem with doing that. And anyway, if I'm married and I'm going out with a single dude, the type of dude I am, I'm trying to put a bug in his ear and tell him that's not where to live. Go ahead on and get you one and build with that one. So it don't even matter. That don't matter. But I know, that.
I mean, I'm getting to the point. I feel like all that cheating stuff is just overrated. Like, I don't understand. To me, I feel like if you with somebody and they not doing what you need them to do, break up with them and be free so you can date and kind of see what options is out there. I just don't believe in leading somebody on and wasting their time if you know that's not the person that you want to be with.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You agree?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
No, I do.
You know, but that'd be hard. That's hard to do, man. Because sometimes people can't accept rejection. They can't accept you telling them it's over. So they start doing all kind of stuff. You know, man, listen, it's hard. A guy not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. The guy's not gonna say, hey.
Why?
Because most of the time when a guy is in a relationship and they go and cheat, that's it. That's simple. That's all it is. That's it. They really want to be right there. So why do men
get so mad when women cheat back on them?
Say what?
I said, why do men get so upset when a woman decides to cheat back on them and just decide to be with another man?
Because women are y'all the beginning. Like, y'all the beginning of everything. So you got to understand that in every man's DNA, not just black, every man, at some point in his life, he's going to realize that the woman is the best thing in the world. So when we realize that you are the best thing in the world, we hold y'all to all type of standards and stuff that we don't hold ourselves to. That's all. That's all it is. We just want y'all to be better than us. That's it.
Yeah, but why have two? So you think the two women are the best women in the world? Like, why is one woman not enough for a man? and they feel like they could get away with doing this stuff. But then after that, some men go on for years and have a whole nother family and just everything for years and years and years. Like, this is what you're saying is just temporary stuff. I'm talking about these men that have women that have more than multiple women with different families in different cities and areas, and they trying to be this to every woman that they deal with. Like, what is that about?
They've scattered. They not one with themselves. When a man can't settle down and be with one girl, he's still confused. He still don't know what he wants in life. Only when a man realizes that he need that one woman do he start to figure out his plan and his purpose in life. Until then, you just be searching and be looking for, they ain't finding nothing. Because they don't know, you ain't figured it out. You haven't figured out.
But I've seen some men that have some really good women, and they still will go out there. And then I see women that go out their way to do everything right by their man, and their man still feel the need to have another woman or need more than one woman. Like, what is that?
That's not, you keep saying man. Just call it what it is, boy. Little guys. That's what it is, man. I'm telling you, I was there. I was one of those. I used to be like that. It took for me to go through some things. Like, you know what, I had to go through some things, and it took for me to realize, okay, you know what? I'm wasting time, man. I could be doing everything with one person with this family and just be living. You see what I'm saying? I had to have an epiphany with myself. Until a guy has that epiphany with himself, he ain't gonna be right, and vice versa. Like Joy said, a girl got to do the same thing until she had that epiphany about herself that she's gonna do right. It ain't gonna work. Ain't no relationship's gonna work. You just gotta get in that relationship and be like, this is it. This is what I'm gonna do. You still gonna argue, still gonna bicker and beef. You still gonna be like, man, I ain't messing with you. You still gonna do all that, but the ultimate thing is that you come back together and you learn from whatever it is that had y'all separated. You see what I'm saying? That's how you build.
Listen, it's funny. Listen, it's funny having this conversation with you, because a couple years ago, this conversation would have went totally different.
I know it.
And I feel like a lot of people was expecting this old Bryan on here, and I'm just shocked because I thought we was about to be bumping heads like the whole conversation, and you sound a lot more sensible now than conversations we've had like years ago. So, I mean, that's a good thing. I'm proud of the growth.
Yeah, I'm just, man, it just, you get to that point where, you realize somebody, they want the best for you, so you need to go ahead on and want the best for them, and y'all work together.
Yeah. I have another question too. This is a little bit off subject. But okay, when it comes to like stepchildren and children and just children in general, like I made a statement, I was talking about something with Black men with being fathers and just being there for, for their children. I know you're a good father and you're there for your children. No matter what you go through, you still going to try to be there and fight for your children. But at the end of the day, like just taking on step parent roles and things like that, I've been seeing a lot of stuff where like some people feel like, okay, that's not my child, so I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that in certain things. Like, what do you feel, especially for Black men stepping up, trying to be there for their youth and just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's your child or not, or even if it's a child out in the street, like, what do you feel as far as like men stepping up, just to be men in general? Like, we need like men leaders.
I don't believe,
like just good.
I mean, I don't believe in no step children. I believe if you mess with somebody, them your children. Them ain't your step children, them your children. You supposed to take care of them like they yours. So I don't believe in that. I done been in that situation, and I ain't never. I was like, when I was younger, they ain't treat me appropriately. So I always told myself when I got older that I don't care who, man, these girls that I'm just friends with, but they kids mine.
Yeah.
If they need something, I got it, they get it, period. So
yeah,
you gotta, if a woman let a man come in and he's not treating her child right, he need to go on by this damn business. Excuse my French. He need to go ahead on though.
No, I agree. No, I agree. I agree with that 100% because I'm one of them type of females. If I deal with you, it don't matter even if I'm your friend. Like at the end of the day, you know, that's my homegirl, that's my homeboy. They kids is like my kids, you know, they kids growing up with my children, even if not just kids out on the street. Because at the end of the day, I realize there's a lot of children who don't have parents and don't have good parents.
Right.
So sometimes we have to be able to step up and do the right thing. I just see a lot of men coming around just doing the wrong thing, you know, by women's children and, you know, women coming around doing the wrong thing. They want the man, but they don't want their child.
Yeah, that
so
all that's messy to me. I don't like if you can't love the children, if this person is involved with their child and you can't love the child, you don't need to love that person, man.
So listen, this real quick now because I had while we were talking about what was we saying the double standard. This is something I did want to get on real quick before we get ready to close out. But like T.I.'s daughter, I was watching an interview with her, and it's something that kind of stood with me about like when he took her to the gynecologist to make sure she was still a virgin and certain things or whatever. She was saying how he plays around with her brothers who are way younger than her about having babies or, you know, getting girls pregnant and joke around about that. But then when it comes to her, he's a lot more stricter on her as a female. And even as her being an older female, like she's graduated from high school and certain things, and he's still so tough on her. And I thought that was kind of messed up because I do see that a lot with men, you know, joking around with their sons about sex and doing stuff at an earlier age where they think that that's what they're supposed to do and rooting them on. But the young girls, like, they're a little bit like, you know, they looking at them totally different just for even thinking or saying certain things.
It's hard for a man to have the type of relationship that he wants to have with his daughter because the double standard comes in with most men when they have boys. They saying that type of stuff to their boys, so their boys make sure that they boys. That's just being totally honest. That's why they doing that. That's why we say that. That's why we messing with them like that, talking to them like that. But with the girl, we are guys, so we don't want our daughters. We don't want our daughters done the way we did women.
So it's okay for the men to be hoes, but not the women to be hoes. Like, I don't understand that. Because it's like a man to feel like they could go cheat, but when a woman go back and cheat on them, then they this and they that.
No. I don't see them tell you something. But when you teach it, when it comes to kids, everything goes out the door and it all got to be right. Everything you teach them got to be right. See, I got a son, you know, BJ 25, no, BJ 25. Like BJ, he been with the same girl for 3-4 years now. Like that's what I preach to my boys. I don't preach for my boy. My boy, you know, you gonna get you a girl and y'all gonna be together and hopefully y'all build from an early age. That way when y'all get 40 and 45, y'all real comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that with my boys. But with the girl, that's why the guys do it, because we don't want our daughter did how we did girls.
Yeah, but like skipping back, like reverse back now, you like older, and then the women that's around you or the men, if a woman go around and do the same thing that a man does, then they're considered a hoe. But a man can go out and sleep with 50 million women and they're just being a man.
That ain't being a man. What y'all call us when y'all see us? If y'all know a dude and he be messing with a lot of girls, what do y'all call us?
I would call him a hoe, but
what do girls?
To another man, that's being a man.
Hold on.
Being a man.
Hold on, Keisha.
You the man. They see you out there sleeping with all these women. They think you the man, but then you know you get with a woman that's doing all that. They look at a whole different type of way. Like I'm just saying. Look,
man, when y'all, I've been around girls, man. When a girl see a dude that be messing with, y'all talk about us the same way we talk about y'all. Y'all say the same stuff that we say about women. Women say the same stuff about men. So it's not a double standard when it comes to that.
Not all women, and not all women. But you know, overall, it's a totally different agenda when it comes to the men and the women. You know this.
We
just talking about as of right now today, and we talking about the grown man Bryan. But I'm talking about like go back to when you was in that age where you was out, where you might have been out there a little bit more. You felt like you was doing the right thing, and like if a woman would have did the same thing to you that you did to them, you would have been feeling they was a certain type of way.
Read that message. Yacht Ford. Who is that? Yacht Ford.
Say in women eyes, y'all hoes, but in guys' eyes, they be like, "That's my dude." That's what I'm saying. They the man, but like when a woman do certain stuff, listen, a dude be ready to kill a woman for going out there and sleeping with another man and calling them all kinds
Hey, let
of
me
stuff.
tell you
And then
something
when they
about
do
that.
it, they expect you
Hey, let me
to forgive them.
li-
Oh, baby, I'm
listen.
sorry.
Let me tell.
I'll never do it again.
Let me tell you something about that right there. Because I've been that man. When a man talk to a woman and degrade her and put his hands on her and stuff like that, deep down inside, I don't. You can ask him. When you find one deep down inside, they hurt. And most time when a man get hurt, all he know is to lash out. But they feelings be hurt. Y'all be hurting me in feelings, man. Y'all gotta start realizing that, man. That dudes' feelings be hurt just like y'all feelings be. So
But they be trying to be all tough though, so we
yeah,
don't
but
know
because
that.
we
Like
got
if
to be
you just
tough,
sit there and walk around all tough.
cause in the public eye, we got to be tough. They got to know we gonna stand up for our family. So we got to be tough. But with our woman, you got to know me. You got to know that I got feelings too. You got to know I can't do this to him. You feel me? Just like
No,
vice
but they
versa.
doing
He
all
got to
that, but
know
then they
I
want to be
can't do this to
acting
her.
all hard and like, yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, as a woman that's dating a man get mad at you and say all kind of stuff to you. You say all kind of stuff to them. At that moment, you're not thinking that, oh, they just saying that because they mad. Like you done said something at this point that done hurt me or made me feel some type of way. So at this point, I'm acting back out on you like you acting back out on me.
And that goes back to what I
So how are you
said.
supposed to? That's what I'm saying. It just takes stopping and communicating at that point, because a lot of relationships go through stuff that they don't have to go through, and it goes way too far when it could have been stopped at that moment. And all you had to do is say, "Listen, like, don't talk to me like that. That makes me feel some type of way."
Man, if a dude in the middle of a heated conversation with you and he say,
He
"Man, don't
told her you
talk to
don't
me,"
want no weak
don't
man.
talk.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
He said a weak man. What is being a weak man? Being honest and being true. Yeah, I want somebody that's gonna be honest and true with me and that's gonna communicate with me. It's not being weak to me. That's what I'm saying. Men feel like that they being weak by being soft on a woman. That's not being weak. You supposed to be that way with your woman.
I'll be
Like that
soft.
woman's supposed to be that way with you.
I don't think it's being soft with your woman makes you weak. You supposed to be your woman supposed to know every part of you. She supposed to know everything about you. So she gonna know everything, your emotions and all. So it's not being weak around your woman. It's just that in public, we're not finna in public. If y'all having a confrontation and you going off, a man not finna be like, well, some guys just walk off and won't say nothing. But most guys gonna lash right back out at you and talk trash too. So you just gotta try to stay away from all that kind of stuff, man. You gotta when you start getting in a relationship,
Raquel said you should be keeping it real. But Raquel said you should be keeping it real and be vulnerable with the person that you with. That's being vulnerable. Just being like, okay, like I'm
yeah,
not okay with this.
yeah, I'm cool. That's what.
So like not lashing back out is just gonna make, like Georgie said earlier, two wrongs don't make a right. You lash out on me, I lash out on you. Then what we gonna do? We just gonna be sitting there arguing, bumping heads like this. Well, we could have been stopped this, and we gonna go. This gonna go on for weeks and days and months. Well, we could have stopped it right then and there by just being like, okay, like that wasn't right. Like we should have talked to each other like that. I didn't like the way you talked to me. I mean. Like, what's the point of communicating? What's wrong with communicating and saying how you feel at that moment to that person and not looking weak?
I mean, it gotta be.
Crickets.
I mean, there's nothing I can say about that. I mean, because you did right, but I just think that in public, that's rare. It's not going. A dude, you're more 9 times out of 10, a dude will just walk off before so they won't have to embarrass you and cuss you out. But when you get home, y'all will go through it. But see, girls, y'all do it anyway.
Look, George said the relationship could end abruptly over situations like that. So imagine how many people that you might have lost, or you know what I'm saying, that lost you just because people were too afraid to be like, okay, I'm sorry. Like people don't want to say they sorry. If they know that they're wrong, they will sit there and fight you tooth and nail instead of coming out and being like, dang, you know, I messed up. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, you're right about that too. I ain't never been like that,
because
but
of
you're
some
right
men
about
just
that.
want to
I
pump
always say
their chest
sorry.
instead of saying, yeah, I messed up. Yeah, that's true. They want to sit there and be too manly instead of just saying, I messed up. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, and then it's one thing to say you sorry, but you have to really mean it. You can't just be like, I'm sorry, just to get past it and not listen to it anymore. Because if you say that, but then you act totally different or you really don't mean it, it don't mean nothing.
Hey, so I'm finna give you some free game. You and Raquel, I'm finna give both of y'all some free game.
All right, give us some free game. We want this. Not just us. We got other women on here that want to hear this too. Give us some free game. The man gonna be mad at you after this, but we want to hear
Man, all she say when you say man,
He's
just
trying to figure out how to say it without trying to offend the
when
men
you
right now.
when you
know
when you
how
say man want to pump their chest instead of saying sorry, my bad. Men do say that. Y'all just don't be hearing it. We gonna be honest.
Cause y'all don't mean
If
it. Y'all don't mean it.
listen,
Y'all
see, there you go. See that is where the conflict comes in at, because if a man is saying,
Look, he said,
if a man
hold
tell
on,
you
hold on, hold on,
sorry,
hold
hold
on.
on.
He said something.
We can read that in a minute. Hold on. If a man tell you sorry, you don't just disregard his sorry, man. Like, see, y'all disregard all sorry like you don't mean it, man. If a man telling you he's sorry, he's sorry.
But what about the men that say they sorry, but then go back and do the same thing the next
Okay,
day?
now
Like, that's why I don't understand. I be seeing men to be
hold
like,
on.
okay, I'm sorry, but then the next day they back to
Hold
tricking,
on.
they back to talking to you any kind of way, they back to doing the stuff that they just said they were sorry about yesterday. Is that supposed to be something to tell you that they really mean they sorry if they go back and do the same
Listen
thing?
to what
Or does that mean that they just said what they feel that you needed to hear at that moment to shut you up?
that means, that you need to forget about whatever, trying to figure out what they're thinking. And you need to make the choice to be like, he told me sorry the last time. I ain't taking sorry this time. I'm gone.
Okay, so you're saying it's the
Don't
woman.
allow him
The
to trick
woman.
you twice. Don't let him trick you twice.
Yeah, okay. So it's the woman that allows the man to come back and just keep doing the same thing and
Yeah,
saying they sorry.
don't
That's what
let him
makes it
trick you
feel
twice,
like.
because that's like a stray cat. If you put food outside your house, that cat gonna keep coming there. So if you keep taking sorry, he gonna keep saying sorry.
Once you take the food away, they ain't got nowhere to come back to and eat at. They gotta go somewhere else and put it. No, I get what you're
Jordan
saying. I
told
really
5 sorries
understand
later that
that.
she think he'll change.
No, I believe that as
Oh
well.
my
Like,
God.
you know, even as women, I feel like that women, even men, you know, we have to kind of take responsibility for the fact that, you know, we always are not doing what we need to do, and we are accepting of things that we shouldn't be accepting of, and that we do stuff just to have somebody around, but at the end of the day, if it's not right, like, we need to use our judgment call and be like, okay, it's time to move on.
Hey, listen.
So I believe that too.
See, ain't no relationship without no accountability. You can't have no positive relationship without no accountability. It ain't gonna work.
I agree with that. I mean, because I'm a woman that, yes, I'm very tough about a lot of stuff, but I will take accountability if I feel like I did something wrong. And the thing about me, though, is if I say that I'm sorry for doing something, I'm truly sorry. Because if I'm not sorry, I'm not going to say it.
Right.
And when I do say it, I'm not going to try to do it again, you know. Now, if it becomes a habit, then that's just because of the fact that I know that the person that I'm with is willing to accept that. But if I'm with somebody and they're not accepting of it, I'm not going to do that again because I don't want to lose that person.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I grew up too. I got a lot of growth too inside of me, you know. Listen, you know me a long time, so you already know, you know,
You're a trip, man.
how I could have been. I'm just being honest, but like now, that's why I said I grew up a lot too, you know. I take my partners, you know.
You didn't grow up, sis.
And I take their feelings into, not their, but his feelings into, you know,
No, you be
accountability in
tripping.
everything I do.
No, you be tripping, but whatever.
I do, but at the end of the day, like I take accountability for it. I accept it, and I fixed it, and I haven't done wrong
See, let me
again
tell you
since
another.
then.
Hey, I'm gonna
I
tell
feel
you
like
one more. I'm gonna tell you one more thing about a relationship too. When a man want a relationship to work, it's gonna work. Because he gonna do everything that he can to make it work. He gonna take you cursing in mind. He gonna take you not cooking. He gonna cook. If a
thank
man,
you.
he gonna make
Amen.
he gonna make that relationship. If a man want a
Preach.
relationship to work, he gonna make it work, man. It ain't on the woman, really.
So he could
It
do
ain't
it
on
every
the
time.
woman. I'm gonna tell you why it's not on the woman too. Because most women are faithful. It just till the man when the man start doing stuff, then they lose sight. But most women, when you get with them, they gonna be with you. You know what I'm saying? So if you just do the right thing the whole way, you straight. It just be the man, we be, we slip up and do stuff and disrespect y'all, that kind of stuff. And then that make you go straight. But most women, I believe,
Yeah.
this is what I believe, most women are genuine in heart. And so when they get in a relationship with you, they're in that relationship with you.
I agree. But listen, right now that we getting ready to close out, I want you to give some good advice to the men out there that feel like they just like, I want all the men that's coming on here and they have something to say. I need y'all to always have something positive to say to the other men that feel like they have to be too manly all the time. And it just like, listen, from learning from your mistakes, I just need you to give like a good, ending quote or something that you live by, something that's made you a better man today, to
Oh, I
maybe
got
the younger
something.
generation, the boys that are trying to be men or need to be men.
Yep.
We need you to give them some kind of inspiration right now.
I used to say this all the time, and it was my motto. It taught me I had to learn these things. You have to be patient. You have to be positive, and you have to be humble. If you be those three things, you'll wind up being great at something. So you got to be patient, be positive, and be humble. Most importantly, be humble though. You know what I'm saying? You'll wind up
I
being
agree.
great at something. Your life will be a lot more easier.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier for you to do the right thing and let things just be right for you in your life than sit there and try to fight against everything
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
sit there and have to struggle when you don't have to struggle. It's a lot of men that struggle in their relationships and in they self just because of the fact that they feel like they're too manly to take help or let a woman, take over certain jobs and certain roles. And at the end of the day, you just hurt yourself more than you helping yourself.
Yep.
I would say don't let a woman do everything now. At the end of the day, you got to remember you're still a man. We need you to, man up and be a man, be the protector, be the provider, be whatever you got to be. I mean, sometimes even if it takes a little bit longer, but, a woman needs that.
I'm gonna tell you
Just like
something.
a man needs what they need,
Most of
a woman needs what
hold
they
on.
need.
Oh, hold on. Georgia got a quick say quick. How much drama and acting up should a man take before he use the exit? Oh, okay. So it depends on what type of drama it is, man. Like if it's violent drama, you know what I'm saying? You need to leave that ASAP. That ain't a good situation because you're gonna lose. If it's verbal, maybe you need to try to talk to her a couple times because it's hard for people to change the way they talk and speak. So that's gonna be a little bumpy road. You're gonna have to go through that a couple times to try to get your point across. Hopefully she get it. But it ain't never good to just when you with the girl to just exit, bro. That's the problem. We exit and we go get another girl and they do the same thing. Then we exit again, and along the way we leaving kids. So it's not good to just exit. Just don't think about the exit. Think about the solution.
But this is my idea. I feel like find you a partner that brings the best out of you. If you with somebody that makes you have to argue with them and fight with them and put your hands on them and do all kind of extra stuff, that is not the person for you because they bringing the worst out of you. Why would you want to be with somebody that brings the worst out of you? If they bringing the worst out of you, then yes, you need to exit. Like, yeah, you can try to fix it and whatever.
Yeah.
But if you see it's not working and they just making things
Yeah,
worse.
yeah. When it's
That's
like
not the
that, that's
person
what I
for
mean.
you.
What I'm saying, when it's get like that, it's violent and all that. You need to exit as soon as possible.
Yeah. Even if it's not violent, but you just see that you're a certain type of person and you with somebody that constantly is bringing the worst out of you, that's the time to exit. I mean, you can fix stuff, but at the end of the day, you can't fix how people think and how they feel and certain things. And some things is like a job. That has to be somebody that you really, really care about and you want to see them just change. But if it's somebody you just meeting and they just like, you just usually a happy person and you just realize every day you just mad for no reason and you just feel like you just have to
You need
always
to get
argue
away.
and fight.
You need to get out that situation.
Yeah.
They messing up
I don't agree with
your
that.
energy.
Yeah.
See, whenever you get with people,
I'm with the positive vibes.
yeah.
Positive vibes only. But you know, to me, like one thing that I would say, like ending off, and this is something that was told to me by somebody, is that you have to, open your heart. Like open your heart to that person, or just to love and just to have somebody that really loves you back. Open your eyes, open your heart, because a lot of people think with the wrong head and they end up in a lot of messed up situations. Like you really need to see like this person for who they really are. Take your time to get to know somebody. Don't just be having sex with people and trying to get in those type of relationships, because that can mess with your judgment. No, seriously, that messes with your judgment and you don't know who this person is. Like, take time to get to know this person.
Yeah.
This is why they say you shouldn't be having sex before marriage and certain things. Take time to get to know the person that you're trying to be with. So that way sex and certain things don't, mess with your judgment of who this person really is. Because we let a lot of red flags go just because it's not that we love this person, but we might lust this person. And people need to realize the difference between love and lust. Like, everybody that thinks they're in love right now is not in love. They're in lust.
Yeah.
Because this person got a big old booty. This person does this. This person does that. That's not the reason to be with somebody. If your heart is just not connected. No, seriously, you know this. Like, you got to stop that. You got to be like, okay, this person is a good mother. This person is this person is a partner, a true partner to me. Mm-hmm. Like, they're not trying to make me mad and they're not trying to piss me off every day. They want to see me happy. They don't want to see me mad. They want to see me happy. They don't want to see me crying. Yeah.
But let me tell you,
whatever.
Hey, look at car. He say, see the red flags ASAP and pay attention. Yeah, see the red flags now, but guess what now? Guess what? Because I'm kind of spiritual too now. Hey, sometimes
you say kind of spiritual.
Yeah, I'm saying I just don't want to go there with them, but I want to put this out there. Sometimes those red flags, you was sent there for those red flags. You was sent there to fix them. You was put in their life to fix those red flags. Especially if, you know what I'm saying, if you got some type of knowledge or any type of knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and a little bit of patience. So don't just dip out. Don't just dip out. See, when you get with people, it's a reason that you're with that person. Sometimes the reason might be just for sex. Y'all might have the best sex in the world.
It's what they say. It's a reason, a season,
or a lifetime.
Though, like people.
A reason, season, or a lifetime. When you figure out which one it is, you know exactly how to treat the people. You see what I'm saying?
Because everybody ain't gonna be there forever. You might want them or think it's supposed to be there, but they might be there just to teach you a lesson.
Right.
They might be a blessing for the moment, whatever the situation is. Like, I agree with that.
Yeah.
You gotta live without regrets, just because you never know why this person was.
Why, George? Hey, hold on, Giorgio here. What if the person was a great person but was super lazy and can't cook? Boy, you need to learn how to cook. You know how to cook, George.
No, George can cook. So
I know he can cook.
He cooks, and he cooks all the time. So why not cook and you be the cook of the house?
Yeah, like, George, you tripping, man.
Doing something. Yeah, you are tripping. If you better at doing something, you take over that job and let them do something else.
George, you're a trip, man.
I'm waiting.
George, we gonna have to do another one with Georgie on there with us because he out of control.
Georgie gotta go to counseling.
George is out of control. And where's Alicia?
We need
where Alicia?
We need a therapist.
Huh? Where Alicia?
Alicia ain't even check in after she talked all that junk.
Yeah.
He said he just being the devil's advocate. He don't mean no harm. Well, listen though, we done been on here for a while.
Yeah, man, I'm finna go to a fish fry, so. about to
You
get out.
want some fish fry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out and go to the beach and do something myself too. You know,
I'm
it's
finna
quarantine.
go out here in the country.
Listen, when I get down there, we
Girl.
need that same country hospitality. Me and Junior, we coming down there to see y'all, so we want that same hospitality. We want some fish fries and all
Oh yeah,
that
you
good
come
stuff.
on,
So,
y'all come on through. We got
listen, everybody, we thank you guys for checking in with us,
right.
and we definitely will come back, huh?
I ain't saying nothing.
Look, Georgie's still talking all this junk on here. He say, but a Band-Aid only stops certain wounds. Some females got trauma and a Band-Aid can't help. No, but that's true. And I think that's with a guy and a female as well. You just have to be with somebody that's willing to help you unpack your luggage and literally help you throughout whatever you're going through. He said, okay, I'm done. Y'all be safe and be blessed.
He gonna be all right.
Thank you for tuning in, Georgie.
And he gonna be all right because he know how to cook. He gonna find a good one.
Yeah, Georgie's just playing around. He know what the business is. But at the end of the day, you don't want, if you're really not willing to help that person with the baggage unpack and, you know what I'm saying, make a home there with you,
yeah,
you don't need to be with that person. If you want somebody that's already ready and just, you know, set, that's what you need to head for. Like, people just go out of their way to be with somebody that's out of their standards. And not saying in a good standard or a lower standard, but they might be lower than your standards. They might be higher than your standards.
yeah.
But if you know that that's not what you want, look for somebody that's equal to you, that's already there. You don't want that extra drama. Find somebody that's been there and done that and is done with that and just want to have like a regular, happy life with you. The thing is, we just attracted to what we attracted to. So sometimes baggage comes with it. If you're not willing to help that person unpack and make a home with you, like, don't even mess with them. Just find somebody that's, you know.
Man,
That's my thing. Just find somebody that you equally yoked with. You know, y'all on the same
first of all,
y'all
okay,
mind, y'all on the same.
don't find somebody. Let a man find you. When a man find a woman, he finds a great thing. Trust me. Let him find you. He gonna find you.
And do the right thing. If that's the right person and you don't want to lose them, get married to them and, you know, just lock them in. Like, don't let them be out there and be available to everybody else, because then you end up losing what you're looking for. And it's going to take you a whole other lifetime to find what you've been looking for all this time. So,
yeah.
I'm just being honest. To me, like, I done been there and done that. Like, trust me, like, I'm happy with what I have, even if it's not exactly what I want and whatever at the time. Like, we gonna work this out, we gonna make it happen, you know.
Yeah.
God willing, we just praying that we gonna keep God in our relationship and hope that He keep everything together. Look at Junior, he like. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes it takes time to build a relationship. Everything you get into is not gonna happen how you want to when you.
Y'all done built about 4 or 5
relationships. Probably ain't happen with me about a lot of stuff, but we're willing to work things out and make it happen.
Hey, Keith, y'all done built about 4 or 5 relationships. Y'all done built a mansion. Y'all built the whole island worth of relationships. It's over. Y'all together. It's over. Nah, that's done.
I agree. I agree. I mean, at this point in my life, you know, I feel like hopefully this is it. You know, I don't want to go nowhere else. So I'm happy where I'm at, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully he feels that way and stays feeling that way. But to me, I feel like, you know,
I'm happy. I'm happy where you at.
I'm happy where you at. Look, I want you to. I love you too, Gene.
Look at my dog. See what I'm talking about?
Gene just be messing with y'all. Listen, we be messing with y'all. Listen. So I'm happy where you at too, and I want to see you. You know, I see you growing a lot, so I want to see you in the same place. I don't want to hear you just talking to the people. Look at George. He's I don't want to hear you just talking this good game to everybody. I want you to be preaching. You know, practicing what you preaching and being a motivation for other young men that might need to see a good, strong relationship.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He tried to look at black growth. I love it.
Hey, man, I'm about to get out of here, though.
We go to Match.com. We got somebody for you too. Well, listen, thank you guys again for joining today. I think this is a good conversation. And hopefully we'll have Bryan back on here again if he's not gonna like run out on the conversation.
I'm gonna
I feel
call
like you
Bill
did a good
Barbershop.
job today. You kept it real.
I'm
Huh?
gonna get on the other. I'm gonna try to get on the other. When y'all doing tonight or tomorrow night?
Oh yeah, Georgia. I mean, no, Bryan's coming to live at the barbershop. Georgia, you need to get on there too. You could call in and leave your 2 cents too.
All right.
He said shit. Oh gosh, Georgie's still going. I thought you said you was done.
I'm gonna let you keep that. I love you.
Georgie, get ready and come out to the beach. We could continue this conversation. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for joining in, and we will do this again really, really soon. We're gonna have Bryan back on here as a guest. I hope you guys tune back in and continue to leave your messages and your comments under this video and every other video and whatever post we put on the relationship group. Also, post if you guys see stuff, the nice videos and things. You know, you guys can go live and leave us videos and stuff as well. So we thank you guys. We thank you, Bryan, for coming out today, and we will do this again